Iron Man 2, no. Get it out. I don't want to see it. I've already. Jesus, these bags under my eyes. Bad movies. Just watching them. That's what gets you these. They're half that size before I watched Iron Man 2 and even 3. Iron Man 2? Okay. It's like everything that he learned in 1 just washed away. Like, all of a sudden, like, in 1 he was great. He learned, like, he has friends, he has people that he can count on, that his black friend can change shapes to meet other actors' needs, I guess. Like, no, I'm serious. Like, the first guy who played James Roday was, like, pretty chill. I mean, the new guy, the other guy, he does the part really well too. But I thought it was funny. Like, there was no getting back from that. Like, he walks in, he's like, "Oh, hey, James." And it's like, rewind. Wait, what? Yeah, okay, all right. I guess we changed actors, and that's fine, I guess. But I mean, and at first it bothered me, but he did the part very well. And him as Iron Man, I'm getting tired just thinking about the movie. him as Iron Man in this one, I felt like. In the first one, he learned that he could trust Pepper Potts. Like, he had her change the wire inside of his chest. He had her, gave her the password to everything. Like, I mean, she was like, he was able to trust her. And even Roday, Roday is like, I can't deal with you right now. And he's like, no, you don't understand. I need you to call them off. And he's like, are you inside of that thing? and that was really cool. And then this one, it's like, I have some type of cancer type thing. That's it. That was a plot story. Like, he's got some type of cancer. Like, it's not really cancer. It's metal poisoning or something like that. Like, and it's because he's got to figure out how to change, like, the things not done right, and it's getting radiation poisoning and such. Which it was it was a decent storyline to follow up with. I mean, if it was executed right. But I mean, they had some hippie from the AC/DC fan club playing as his villain, who honestly had no reason to be doing that other than the fact that his father passed away. Which, by the way, how did he get the money to get to the United States to begin with, or Italy for that matter? How did he pay for that? Because apparently he's so dirt poor because Tony Stark's father didn't include his father on the projects to begin with. But yeah, I guess I'm going too much in depth with this. I'm getting a little bit like it just felt like everything was rushed around. And I mean, the whole thing with who is AIM? AIM's in 3. Never mind. It's Sword. I think it is. Which there was some funny parts, like at the beginning when they're like, "Oh, and Tony Stark's on trial for having a weapon of mass destruction," and I thought that was pretty cool because you don't see that in the comics. In the comics, they're just like, "Oh, he's a superhero." Screw it. Anyone can be a superhero in this world. Like, oh, that boy has web shooting powers. He's a superhero. Just send him off. Oh, wait, that guy, he's got momentum. He is a bad guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, or that guy right there. He can move things with his mind. He's going to train the heroes. let me tell you, like that's just apparently how it works in most of those comics. But no, they did address it, and I thought that was pretty cool. Which I give the movie credit for that. You know, like I said, I don't really like the movie that much, but I do. As you guys have probably noticed, I do like to credit to the movies for what they do right, not always depict what I don't like, because I do believe that if you're a fan of these type of things, or whatever it is that you're watching or doing, you should see the bad ones too, because there was effort put into them, even if it shows that there's not much. But and yeah, I think that it's a great scene is that one. That being said, I mean, it does some cool special effects. The racing scene was kind of chill. I mean, how there was a lot of explosions in it, and I guess that kind of kept your eyes off of what really matters, which was the story. But that being said, I guess you would call it the final setup was basically kind of it was pretty good. I guess the final battle ended with him and James Raday, who stole War Machine, were like going back and forth. And then they ended up fighting the huge number of people, like it was pretty cool. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of cheesy one-liners. There's a lot of stupid comedy. Like, for example, there's a part he goes, "Don't worry, I got this, Stark." He pulls out his thing and it like shoots off this thing, and it dinks off of the thing. It's like dink, and it just falls, like it doesn't do anything. And Tony's like, "Oh, a hammer! It's not sword. It's hammer. Hammer. That's it." He goes, "Hammer technology," and he goes, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Let me try it," and he like blows them all up like it's nothing, which shows just how crazy good he is. And it's really cool, and like I said, you should check it out. Anyways, it is kind of a dumb one, but once again, the guy who directed these two, which I mean these two because I guess it's a different director for 3, was he knew what he was doing. He was keeping it to the continuity, which sometimes is a bad thing. Like in this case, there were certain things they shouldn't have done. They should have changed the continuity with. Which probably would have got a lot more complaints anyways, but at least it would have made more sense to the actual, like, for example, Avengers came out next, which might add, I don't think it should be called Avengers. I think it should be called IronMan 2.5, like, because it is. If you count how many scenes he's in, like, he is the main focus of this movie. I mean, yeah, okay, but all the other guys are in there too, Cody. And I'm like, so what? That's like saying, oh yeah, we created a Christopher Walken montage, and it stars Christopher Walken, Ryan Reynolds, and Christopher Walken. Okay, like, yeah, you can throw in big names, or you can throw in doubles of the same person or whatnot, but in all honesty, it doesn't matter, because it is mostly him. And I guess this is kind of like a rant on Avengers now, but yeah, I mean, the 2 and Iron Man 2.5, in my opinion, were I don't know, like, Avengers was the greatest movie ever invented, like, ever invented, and I mean, it has been, like, so good. I mean, it can't top, like, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which is an instant classic, if ever there was one. It can't top, like, for example, I'm drawing a blank here, any of the older movies, like, with For example, any Abbott and Costello skit, any Abbott and Costello movie. It can't, obviously, like I said, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was a great, amazing American classic, which is just to this day crazy good. Psycho, it can't top Psycho or any of those films for that matter made by that director. But I mean, Avengers was an amazing film. That being said, I don't know. I know I've done a lot of superhero themed stuff right now, but that's just. I'm sorry, you guys. I will do other stuff once I actually sit down and watch it. So yeah, and that's it. So please subscribe. Jack Trade out.